I'm very proud of my beginning, and I'm continuing to make music, and I'm doing a country project now.
That's fantastic.
I'm always doing something.
So that song, I Think We're Alone Now, that was big.
It was huge, and it has its own life. You know, I tour around the country, I tour around the world, and people are like, we still play that song, and you hear that, but you don't think it really has its own life, and then you go out on stage, and there's 16, 17, 18-year-olds who missed the whole mall tour thing, and they love the song. So it's really the song. If they like me, that's cool, but it's really the song.
So did you write that, or was it?
No,
was it
I
yours,
wish.
No, so they put the song with
Tommy
you?
James.
Tommy James gave you the song? And
yes.
You liked the way you sang it, I'm sure.
Well, when I first heard Tommy James and the Shondell, I mean, it was really broken down. It's just like a tambourine and just kind of like a different rhythm,
Yes.
And for me, I was like, well, that's it, And I came back and the track was all tricked out the next day, and my friends really loved it because for me, I always wanted to be a singer-songwriter. I'm a big Stevie Nicks fan and came from country music. That's why I'm going back, and so I had envisioned something completely different. But the hits happen with pop music, and I'm thankful. I'm
so
really
you sold
thankful.
a lot of records. That one went a long
yes.
way, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. So tell me about country. So what?
Well, I love Nashville. I love being there. It's the home of great songwriters, and I'm learning. I'm just had some kind of notoriety a little bit with 2000, an album that I put out with Color of Silence, and people kind of gave me some encouragement about my songwriting, because that was really my big coming out after being in Nashville for a couple of years and just learning from, just taking notes and going, if I could just be just a smidge bit okay, to make it in this town. And that gave me a lot of encouragement when I got a Billboard to say, one of the best albums of 2000, and she's coming out with songwriting now.
That's right.
So now I'm back in Nashville, and I'm just writing with some great people, and I've been wanting to get back to country music for a while. What I love about it is it's songs, it's storytelling, and it allows me to go out on the road with a band, which I love. I love doing track stuff, but the more the merrier.
Have you been in music all your life, or was it
all my life? I started out at 9 years old, touring Mae Axton, Hoyt Axton. That's how I got my start. Opened up for Mickey Gilley and Johnny Lee, and I was just a little thing with a big hat. So, when I say always be prepared to sing, and that's one thing that happens in Nashville. I mean, don't be bombarding, where you're just a big show off kind of thing, but always have your stuff down. I was a little girl that if I would sing in front of the grocery store, if somebody asked me to sing at a party, I think we get a lot of this, I've got to be ready, I've got to be ready. Well, yes, you do, but you also have to just shine when the moment happens, because you never know who's going to be in that room. And the more that you work your craft, the more that you're going to learn what works, what doesn't work, all that. So when that moment happens, you're like, I got this, I mean, and I'm happy to be here. But I've performed in front of 2 people, and I've performed in front of 200 people on a street corner.
Right.
So, just shine and have a good time and do your music,
How did you take care of your voice? I mean, did you do anything special to take care of your voice? Or?
Rest. I mean, that's the biggest thing for a vocalist, not because when you're tired, you have a tendency to really strain, and that's like death to singers. I mean, there's things I do, a lot of vitamins. I love like herbs and stuff like that, and lozenges and stuff like that. But really the biggest thing for a singer, I find for myself, is rest. If I'm tired, I'm just not going to be on. I'm from LA, so I started doing the whole modeling, acting, dancing. I did it all. I went to all the classes and all the auditions, and my parents were going broke, technically. And so they eventually said, you have to pick one. And singing was my real passion, so we chose singing.
Excellent.
But, I had a manager, and he would take me to, like, all these different TV shows. I sang at a place called Rose Tattoo out here long time ago with Sam Harris and stuff like that. Hi, I'm Tiffany, and check out exploretalent.com.